Grow Great is a city government leadership podcast with Lisa Norris and me, Randy Cantrell. Each week we share insights, experiences, and wisdom to help you and your leadership grow great. Our website is growgreat.com. I'm doing the fourth cohort, Lisa, for HR directors, and I'm going to go nationwide. We'll see how this works. I've got the truth of the matter. This started because I've got one HR director in the state of Texas that is kind of hanging out in the wind. I had no designs to build cohort number 3, much less 4. And here we are. So I'm appealing to people that work in city government, any municipality. But if you're an HR director and you have any interest in surrounding yourself with other HR directors, and because Lisa is a member of the first cohort, I've got Lisa here with me, and she can kind of explain, at least from a person who has participated in this for, well, I mean, we're into year 3 now with that first group.
Yeah, the cohort is amazing. I'm now in the city manager's office, so for our listeners, I know I have many that are in the city manager's office, and I have many. We talked about this yesterday. I've been in Texas the whole time in my almost 30 years in municipal government. 27 of those in HR. Been in the city manager's office as an ACM kind of role since 2023. But, I had been in HR a long time, high confidence, high respect in my role, in my knowledge, in my wisdom, but going through some very significant challenges on the outcome of COVID, on being short-staffed for a variety of reasons. I was down by 6 people-ish in our department. And, you just kind of, you're stuck going, man, what do I need to do? What do I need to change? How do I need to get out of this? And not that I couldn't navigate it on my own, but I call it, you get a cloud. They call it like COVID fog. When you had COVID, it's this fog that you get into and you're like, man, I know I have the confidence to get us out of this, but it would just be nice to bounce this off of somebody other than myself. Randy and he's an executive coach, well known. Primarily worked with CEO types, got into HR and city government at one point, and he has been fantastic. And the value of this cohort is not, there's 2 parts to it that made it huge for me. One, we were able to connect with 3 other HR directors. I knew them all, but longtime HR directors, very well respected again, and very knowledgeable. But when you get in a powerful group and you establish trust and confidentiality where you can talk about your real issues without fear to get wisdom from others, so you don't have to shelter it, you don't have to, be careful on your words. You just go, man, this is what's going on here, and I need to get us out of this, or I need help, or I need to navigate. I'm not sure what to do. What's the best practice? To have 3 other people, in the case of Randy, you don't do any more than 4, if I recall, correct, with you?
Yeah. The maximum is 5, and I've only done that because, well, quite frankly, when we started building, and it was Lisa's group that provoked me to build the second group, because
we feel like others could benefit from it.
Well, and as you guys kind of impressed on me, it's probably the most cost-effective thing that I can do, because it's not lost on us that city government budget constraints, they're a real thing. Right. HR people in particular don't ask for money and may not get money. And this is not a money grab. Lisa can address that probably from her perspective even better than me, because it can sound disingenuous coming from me. I'm 68 years old. I'm at a stage in life where I can do what I want. And it's not that I'm financially independent, but I'm not out here grabbing money. I'm not trying to maximize my dollars per hour or anything. I just this is legacy work for me.
Right.
And so I want to pass this on. And so this is a very affordable monthly It's a 12-month commitment. That's all I'm asking for up front. At the end of 12 months, the individuals and the group can decide, do we want to keep going? Do we want to say this was great and it's over now? Either way is fine. I'll salute either one.
Yeah.
But it's like compounding interest. The reason that I need and want a 12-month commitment is not for me, but it's for the group and for every individual in the group.
The group needs the participants to be strong and stable because we rely upon it. Randy, you don't talk for two. So the cohort, for the benefit of everybody, it is basically there is a group meeting once a month for Randy, 2 hours. Ours is 2 hours. I don't know if they're all 2 hours,
They're
but
all
a group
2
meeting
hours.
for 2 hours. We just get together, go what's going on. And it is not Randy talking the whole time. It is us bringing up what is challenging us. It may be you're trying to do an organizational review. It may be you've got a challenge in front of you with your own team. It may be I'm trying to do this for the city and I don't know how to approach it. But there is value in that and brainstorming. And he teaches us how to ask really great questions, not tell somebody what to do, but how to ask great questions to gain, to be curious, to gain knowledge and understanding of where they are at in their circumstances, and how to ask questions that it leads them to find clarity and direction of what they need to do. Because none of us are you. None of us know your circumstances and are living them. So we just try to help each other through questions, curiosity, knowledge, and understanding that allow you to move forward and move your agency forward. That is the biggest benefit I've found. And like you said, we have had the option every year to stop. As a group, we have decided to persevere. And as a group, we have committed to be dependable and reliable and make this a priority, which is the only way it works. If you just show up when you want to and it's convenient, do not sign up, because this is a commitment you are making to the other people in the group that this will be my top priority. To our group yesterday, to my own point, Randy, I rarely miss. True, in the
Oh,
3 years, rarely.
I don't,
I can't even think of a time I
no,
did miss.
I don't think, you haven't.
And I'm super busy. But yesterday I got hung up and I could not get out of it. And I popped on for the last 10 minutes. And then they stayed an extra 15. And it
Or
was my
more.
issue that I brought up. Yeah. I brought up and I'm like, I am so sorry. This is what's going on. I am underneath it.
Well, but for context,
You know,
the group had prior knowledge because, again, to Lisa's point, it's a safe place. What
right.
happens there stays there, and it's completely confidential and safe. And
Yep.
so the group already had context. They already knew they knew she was buried. She's got this major implementation going on with a massive ERP and 21 modules of it, and she's spearheading it from the executive team level. And
Yeah.
so everybody knew, and I told him, I said, I've texted her, but I said her phone's on do not disturb, so I'm sure she's in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was in going on 3 years. That's the first. It's the first time that's happened.
Yeah.
And no, everybody shows up, and it's not just showing up. It's not just being physically present, but it's really being present. It's bringing yourself there.
And the value in this, Randy, for me, I think for the listeners that are interested, one, I would tell you if you are even remotely thinking, man, that might be where I need help. You get 2 hours with the group, which is hugely beneficial. But beyond that, you get 90 minutes individually each month with Randy. And guys, he will never tout himself, but he is an executive coach that is fantastic. He has taken the trajectory of my career and literally moved the needle and has helped me navigate to not only make myself a better leader, but to help our organization within my department. He has helped me had clarity and do a better job of impacting and influencing. It's not about power, it's about authority and those in your circle of influence. He has helped me grow our other leaders and learn. We've implemented mentorship programs. We have done so much that came out of just his thoughts and wisdom that you cannot get anywhere else. And it is, to me, it's almost a perk. It's the benefit. You don't work with low performers. You only work with high performers because our agreement is if we can move high performers by 5%, we are making a mark. If you take a low performer and try to get them moved to 5% where they're a C plus, you haven't moved the needle much. So the challenge here is this is for really high performers, people in the organization, whether you're a city manager, an assistant city manager, deputy, an HR director. If you think this kind of cohort might be valuable to you to at least invest in and try, I would tell you to at least, Randy will give the log, the
Link.
what do you call it, link, to just have a 30-minute Zoom with him and talk about it. There is no obligation in that. It is just, is this a fit for you or not, or how might it benefit you? You can ask any questions. Because like I said, it is not him preaching to you for 2 hours. It is him guiding our thought and asking us questions to help us and grow others. And then we do a podcast, exact same purpose. We are invested for the people that we come in our circle of influence, whether it's local, whether it's others, whether it's outside the organization, asking for our wisdom. We are really here to help city governments. That is my passion. I love city government. I've been in it almost 30 years, most of it here at Grand Prairie. And it is just a fantastic opportunity to serve, especially in HR, where you are the hub of an organization. And I would encourage anybody nationwide. I said, I think we can help others outside of Texas that may need guidance and wisdom and help. And I would just encourage you, click the link, talk to Randy, and see if this might be a great fit for you, because it's small and we only have 3 spots left.
To apply for the 4th cohort, go to bulanetwork.com/cohort. That's BULA network.com/cohort. Thanks for watching and listening to Grow Great, the City Government Leadership Podcast. Our website is growgreat.com. For Lisa Norris, I'm Randy Cantrell. We hope you'll subscribe to the show, and we hope you'll tell a friend.